Welcome to the first of the tutorials in the CAD 1 module. In this video, we will be taking a look at the file menus and the file navigation of Autodesk Inventor. To begin with, take a look at the Launch menu in the upper left-hand corner. You can use the New, Open, and Projects buttons to open up existing or new files. The My Home, New Features, and Video Tutorials menus will not be used in this module. However, it is good to know about the Learning Path button, which leads you to other tutorials for Autodesk Inventor. The Part, Drawing, Presentation, and Assembly buttons are the 4 different file types that are associated with Autodesk Inventor. The one that we'll be using in this module will be the Part file type, and it is where we take 2-dimensional drawings and make them into a 3-dimensional object. The Drawing file type is closely associated with the Blueprint, where you take an existing model and create 3 or 4 different projections of 2-dimensional views of it. The Assembly is where existing parts are created into a larger assembly of parts for production. The Presentation file type is to create a presentation of an existing model. You can also see down here that we have the recent documents where recently saved items can be stored. To begin with, we're going to start by opening up a part file. So press the Part button and you'll be brought to a screen here. It's the drawing space. Now, while we will not be using a number of the files and menus in this tutorial, I just want to go over a little bit about what each one of them are. Right here we have a basic file menu, so you have the New, Open, Save, and Undo and Redo buttons, which are handy. But also we have here is the generic and default, and those are the appearance and texture menus that you can use on a 3D model. Part 9 here refers to the title of the part that we're working on right now, and this is the Search and Help Commands menu. If you need help with a certain aspect of Autodesk Inventor, you can type in and it'll do a web search for you. The menus up here are the 3D model, which we won't be using at this time, but we do have the Sketch one, which we will be using in the future aspects of this module, and it has the basic drawing commands that we'll be using. Now, as you noticed, is if I hold my mouse over a certain aspect, it will describe, the Autodesk Inventor will describe what each one of the commands are, and you can also press F1 for more help if you're confused about what that command will do. We also have Inspect, Tools, and a number of the other menus here, and we're not going to go into those right now. Those are with more of the advanced aspects of Autodesk Inventor. On the left here, we have the Features menu, and what it does is it opens up the different aspects of the file that we'll be creating, and you can click on and highlight different parts. So this is all of Part 9, which we're on right now. This is our drawing space right here in the middle. This is where we'll be creating our future drawings and our future models. The next step is how to start a new sketch. Now, Autodesk Inventor is a 3-dimensional modeling and CAD computer-assisted design program. However, for the purposes of this module, we'll be using it in its 2-dimensional form. So we're going to be using the Sketch command, and I'd like you to click on the Sketch File menu here. Once we click on it, we will see our basic drawing commands, and we'll see a Start 2D Sketch. So click on this button, and what you're going to see is the 3 different planes that we can draw in for a 2-dimensional sketch. Now, these planes correspond with the front, the side, and the top and bottom plane of a model. For the purposes of this instructional video, we're going to click on the XY plane, which is the front. And when I click on this, I'm going to mouse over it, and you'll see that it is highlighted. You're going to go to a flat screen here, and this is where we can start our sketch. There's one last thing in this video. Because Autodesk Inventor is a 3-dimensional design program, it has commands to change the view of the drawing space. While this is not so important for a 2D CAD module like the one we're doing, it is important to know about in case the view changes and you need to return it back to the front plane which we've selected for our sketch. So, to sample this, what we're going to do is draw an initial circle. Go up to the Circle command and press Circle, and you'll notice that your cursor is changed to a yellow dot, and there's an X and Y axis value assigned to it. We're going to move down, and we're going to click once on the yellow origin at the center of the screen. Once you've clicked, pull out until you have a 0.5 diameter circle. Now this is the first circle. If you notice, the yellow cursor that we have is still with that dot. That's the circle command is still active, so press the escape button to clear the cursor. Now, the view commands can be controlled by the upper right hand corner of the box that's up here. Now, there's two ways to do this, or a number of ways actually. You can click on the front, or click and hold down and drag the view and drag in different directions, and you can see that the pivot is created, and we can see the different views of the model. If we want to return to that, we just click on the front and we'll go back to our original drawing. Now, to get a different view, we can click on the different corners of the box, and you can see that it changes in a corresponding manner to different views of the sketch that we created. And we can see it from the top. Okay, we can see it from different angles as well. When you have a chance, take a moment to experiment with these. Now, in order to get back to the original sketch, what we need to do is we need to click on the Home, which is the little house here at the next to the block. And what it'll do is it'll bring us back to the one view, the X and Y axis. Now you'll notice that it's in an isometric angle. It's not on our front angle that we need. So what we'll do to do that is we'll click on the front here, and we'll be returning back to our original sketch. Once we have our circle back to the front view, we're going to save it. Now, in order to save a sketch in Autodesk Inventor, you need to close the active environment. To do so, go to the upper right hand corner and click Finish Sketch. You'll notice that it's gone back to the isometric view from the upper side, so we're going to click the front view in the cube in the upper right hand corner and return it back to the front view. In order to save in Autodesk Inventor, what you need to do is go up to the orange eye in the upper left hand corner and click Save As. Now it'll open the Save As box, which is the File Explorer, and you can select where you would like to save the file. In saving the files for this module, I'd like to follow the protocol that we've established, which is the name of the file, underscore, the initials of the person creating the file, underscore, the course that the file is in, which would be CAD1, underscore, and the version, V1, because this is the first version of the file that we're going to create, and then click Save. Now we've created our first file in Autodesk Inventor. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, contact your instructor.